Meghan Markle is getting so desperate to sell her jam that she's now sending it to people that she actually hates. Kris Jenner, we're looking at you. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness. Yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because you guys will have noticed by now that Kris Jenner has got number 13 out of 50 of the first batch of American Riviera Orchard's strawberry jam. That's what we're told anyway. Again, as I was mentioning in one of my Daily Nerd live streams last week, with everything Megxie has done wrong with this launch, it seems that with the label, it doesn't actually say what's in it. Is it strawberry jam? Is it rhubarb jam? Is it jam that comes out of a backside? Guys, we really don't know, actually, because it's not actually labelled right, from what we can tell anyway from the pictures. But yes, you guys will have noticed that Kris Jenner has now got the 13th jam jar out of the 50 batch. However, do you guys remember this? Because I do. What a difference 4 years makes, doesn't it, guys? Because when Megxie and Hazza first came onto the scene after Megxit and they moved to LA, reports were coming through that Hazza and Megxie were actually rejecting the Kardashians as part of their, quote, celeb squad, right? And so, yeah, apparently they wanted to keep away from the Kardashians themselves. A source telling Heat magazine that they were overwhelmed by offers, but that they were quick to reject the Kardashian clan. The source saying, quote, Meghan has been overwhelmed by the number of A-list celebs who want a piece of her and Harry. So she's having to be very careful about who they commit to spending time with. Now, she was at the time, Megxie, in the process of working out who was best to prioritise. However, she wasn't so keen on being hounded by Kris Jenner. The insider says that Kris has repeatedly tried to organise a meeting with Megxie and Hazza, adding there's been some unwanted attention and Megxie has decided to distance themselves from the Kardashians for now. And yeah, after 4 years, she ain't distancing anymore from the Kardashians. Now, at the time, Megxie wanted to be seen with the A-list of the A-list, right? Like Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah Winfrey, Margot Robbie, the Obamas, Beyonce, Jay-Z. But Megxie, I'm just asking for a friend. Where's Beyonce and Jay-Z again? Where are the Obamas? Where's Margot Robbie? Where's even freaking Oprah Winfrey, right? But this is the thing, scrolling down a little bit more, I do remember this article turning around and saying at one point that she wanted to align herself with people that matched her values at the time. It seemed that, being quickly to reject the Kardashians did not match her values at the time. Now, though, it's a different question altogether, seeing as Kris Jenner is one of the 50 now to get a jam from American Riviera Orchard, getting the 13th out of the 50 batch, right? But yeah, I remember when Kris Jenner was knocking on Megxie and Hazza's door reportedly, and Megxie and Hazza were like, hell no. But this has been years in the making, because most recently, it was only last month, it was reported that Hazza was enjoying a ski trip when I can get my teeth back in, with Kris Jenner's boyfriend, Corey Gamble, as they continued with their attempts to try and barge their way into the LA elite. It was understood that Hazza and Corey Gamble were in Aspen, in Colorado, and yeah, it goes even further than that, because it was only last year, back in August, that Megxie's mum, Doria, was actually posing up a storm with Kim Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner at a star-studded charity event that was also hosted by Amazon boss Jeff Bezos. Yes. And so she was in a vibrant paisley shift dress, and we'll see the picture in a moment, in stunning yellow, orange, and pink shades to attend the This Is About Humanity's 5th annual soiree in Los Angeles. She was pictured with Kim, who was in bangs and a ponytail, dressed in all black, and with Kris, who was in a chic all-white suit. And here is the picture right here. Again, 4 years ago, Kris Jenner was knocking on Hazza and Megsy's door, and reportedly Megsy was like, oh, hell no, I want to be with the A-list elite. You don't match my values, this, that, and the other. But now, oh, it's a different story altogether, guys. And to be fair, Kris Jenner was not deterred 4 years ago when she got a no, reportedly, from Hazza and Megsy. Because, again, this has been in the works for a while for Kris Jenner to also elbow her way into the Sussex's world, trying to get them in on a Kardashian show. Oh, yes. Kris Jenner has been angling for Hazza and Megsy to at least make a cameo on the Kardashians. It's no coincidence, an insider told Bella magazine, that the Kardashians all move in the same circles as Megsy's new circle. It's just a slam dunk for the two families to team up, but Kris doesn't want to push too aggressively too soon. Even if it's just a cameo, that's a huge win for Kris. The business side is now in motion and looking very lucrative. Yes, it's looking very lucrative indeed. And it was around about just over a year ago that reportedly Kris Jenner and Megsy actually met for the first time face to face at Ellen DeGeneres' renewal ceremony, because Hazza and Megsy were there as guests, but it was Kris Jenner that was actually officiating the ceremony at the time. And reports were coming out, and I actually reported on this as well, that apparently Kris Jenner was actually able to bend Megsy's ear and try and give her advice on launching a new brand in terms of like a mummy style brand to also use the children as well, Archie and Lilibet. Oh yeah, it gets worse, guys. It gets worse. But this is the thing, right? Yeah, Megsy has sent a jar of jam to Kris Jenner, her getting the 13th out of the 50th first batch from American Riviera Orchard. But let's not forget that really, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, based on the reports here, Megsy hates Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner knocked on their door 4 years ago and was like, we'd like to be part of your squad. And reportedly, yeah, Megsy was quickly like saying, oh, hell no, I want to be with the A-lister elites. You ain't that. No way, no how. Well, what a difference 4 years makes, guys. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe. I'll be honest with you, help us get to 1 million so we can get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about what I've just offloaded, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.